Hey guys, welcome to Abby's Auras, or welcome back if you've been here before. Please make sure you're hitting that subscribe button and the bell icon so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. Okay, so this is a little bit different to what I usually do, but I just feel like doing it. When I was first hearing about this new series, it drove me insane that no one else was talking about this, so here I am. So basically these are my thoughts and what I've put together through other knowledge. So like, you'll understand when I'm talking about it. Basically, from things that I've seen and heard about in the past, it's basically just this game all in one, and other series and other movies are the same as well. Like, it's like they show us all in plain freaking view, and so many people are so brainwashed and just so suppressed to their higher selves that they don't even realise it, and they're like, yay, it's such a good series, and it's like, you don't even see. But anyways, moving on from that, we're just going to go straight into the video. If you resonate, you resonate. If you don't, you don't. It's fine. It's just a healthy chat about what I noticed and what my thoughts were. So I do have quite a lot of notes, so if I look down, then please excuse me. But there you go. Okay, so Squid Games is all about the people that are in certain situations, they're really needing to get out of it, whether they need money, healthcare, or whatever the situation might be. They are basically put in this, given an opportunity to win some money. Of course, they all go, and then they realise that it's not just normal games, and they obviously see that it turns into very dark times. So they're getting killed for these games. They all opt out, don't want to do it anymore, and that was that. They go back and realise, actually, I really need this money, and nothing is going to change if I, don't try and change it myself. And so the people that really, really need this money in different ways obviously are going to take out the road where they feel like they have no choice. So they go and they sign back up to this game. So in the game, you have the people that are, running it. You have higher ones up, and then, the VIPs, where they go and basically watch the people fight to for their lives, really, and for this money. And yeah, so I want to start off by saying that the entertainment is something that the Matrix and these elite people on our planet have used for centuries and centuries to control us and to make us not look at certain things. Like, they'll distract us with entertainment and brainwash us with entertainment, and really in the opposite direction, they're really doing other things but just everyone is looking at this one thing that they're kind of controlling us with. So this started off with people fighting against each other, and the rich made the poor fight against each other for food. And then because it caught on and they were gaining money from this, that made the rich feel like richer and like privileged, and the middle class feel like good and like they were better than someone. And then the poor were fighting for the food. They really needed it. They was in a situation, that they didn't see any other option. So then after that, the rich people started to realise, actually, this is really working. So they started to use animals instead. And then the poor people no longer had to, be the ones on the bottom. So they got a thrill from it too. and this is how our society has been built. They have been using different forms of entertainment to really control us, to brainwash us with all of these subliminal messages in there, and to distract us from what's really going on. And honestly, now the cheek of it, they're making a freaking series basically like what's going on, but everyone doesn't even realize it because it's happened for so long. They're so brainwashed. So in this series, in the game, the Squid Game, it's like playground games, and you know, it's a lot of like games that children actually play. And this is another sign that really the elites in our world really use you know, things from children. So they use the school system to actually like brainwash and to make everyone conform in the same system. Like, so, you know, it shows to me, all I was thinking about was like, oh my days, like I can't believe that they're, you know, it's all to do with, everyone keeps talking about it's all to do with like children's playground games and like things like that they used to play in school. But for me, I was thinking like, yeah, because the school system is so like, you know, only one thing, they learn you one thing, so then you grow up with that belief, and then it kind of creates a circle, because then you grow up and then you teach your kids the same as that, and then it's just another way that they can really mold us as young children to all have this same belief of things, and that's total crap. But that's what I thought about when I was watching it, and it's all like these kids games. It's like, yeah, the system literally like freaking brainwashes us from children, and then we all have these same beliefs, and then we grow up and then it just repeats itself, and it's easier to control us if we all have this same belief. And yeah, it just kind of makes it easier for them, really. Okay, so yeah, I've already talked about the entertainment. Okay, so also, you know, in the game, in this Squid Game, they have to actually sign up to be treated this way. And yes, they don't sign up, they don't say, okay, do you want to play a game where we basically will kill you if you don't survive, but if you survive we'll give you money. Like, they don't actually say that. They get them addicted, and they get them, well, not addicted, maybe addicted, but they give them a taste of what they can have, and they already traumatized them. So then they're like, well, I'm already traumatized, I may as well go back and actually reap the benefits from this. And they feel like they have no other choice. Us in our society right now, we sign up for all the crap that we actually go through unintentionally. We sign up for Facebook, we sign up for Instagram, we sign up for YouTube. In all of these small prints and, you know, the documents that we have to sign, we have to accept every time one of them little pop-ups come on our phone. We're signing up. We never read the terms and conditions. Who ever reads them? But then it's like, well, yeah, we're signing up, but we don't really know what we're signing up to. We're signed up to control. They are literally controlling the whole freaking planet, the government. There's just like so much freaking to it, and it is the Matrix. It's literally the Matrix we live in, but it's just so, you know, it's so, everyone's so brainwashed, they don't see it. Okay, so the next one I want to go on to is the controlling with fear. So the Matrix is very, very controlled by fear, and you can just look at the world right now and how many scary things are happening, and how that causes people to either come together or it causes people like a rift. And that's what they want. They want us all to really cause this rift and argue and fight and things like that, and then go apart. So it's easier to control us in our little like different sections of life, when really, if we all realize that, you know what, everyone is different, and everyone deserves to be loved. Like everyone deserves my love, and then we all come together, they can't freaking control us in mass like numbers like this. Like, if we realize and we fight back, they won't be able to control us. But there's such a majority of people that don't realize. They're just going with the flow of like the media and what they're saying, and they're feeding into the fear, and they're like, oh no, we need to do this because, you know, otherwise this will happen. Did you not see the news? And it's like the people that run the Matrix own and control the freaking entertainment, the media. They control, you know, the government. They control just pretty much everything, until we start to awaken and realize, and then take back our power and actually start talking about things like this so people can realize. So if this is triggering you, it's okay that it's triggering you. I understand, because once upon a time I would have never believed this either. But, you know, it might just, even if, you know, you don't like it, it's totally fine that you don't like it. You know, it'll cause something to just like click in your brain, and then maybe even in a year's time you'll just you'll think back at this video and be like, maybe she was a little bit right. Okay, so yeah, the Matrix controls us with fear, it controls us with illnesses, it controls with racism, it controls with just poverty and so much more. And it's so not okay. It's so not okay. But again, like, we don't know, well, the majority don't know that they're being brainwashed and they're feeding into all of these things, and then everyone is like focusing on this and not what they're actually doing in the background. Same as this game, this Squid Game, you know, they're controlling them with fear, and, you know, they're pressing on their buttons that they've in when they're not in this game and they're in their own little their normal world, they're really poor and they're struggling, and, you know, one of them, their mums need an operation, their family need help, they might need help, people are after them with debt, so they'll get killed if they don't have this money. So they really press on that and then use them. They use their fears against them to control them in order to finish this game, in order for them to have entertainment from them hurting each other. And it's really ridiculous. It's absolutely insane and narcissistic, but hey ho, not here to talk about that bit. Okay, so then in the Squid Game, they give them less food to make them fight against each other. Look at what's happening in the world right now. There's literally just been fuel and like petrol and things like that shortages, and it caused so many arguments between people. It was actually ridiculous. I honestly was shocked, and I don't even know why. But yeah, there was like just because of that, everyone started to argue with each other, and everyone started to like try and like get extra more than what they needed, and like then people like arguing over social media like I can't believe people are doing this, like how selfish. And it's like, guys, they're doing it on purpose. They're literally like, they want us all to divide. They don't want us to stick together and, you know, be in harmony. They want us to divide. Now they're talking about you know, food shortages and saying like, oh, Christmas is never going to be the same and things like that. And it's like, geez, like, they want us, they're doing this on purpose. They are creating food shortages, water shortages. They've been doing that for the longest time in different countries, and also fuel shortages to make us all divide and argue and create friction to lower our vibration so they can be more in control, because they can control us more with fear. It's literally that simple. There's so many other things that I'm not allowed to talk about on YouTube about the fear and the recent you know, things that they're trying to make people have in order for them to not get poorly anymore. But when really it's just control, and it's just controlling with fear, and I'm not freaking buying into it. So the next point I want to talk about is the elites wear a mask to be hidden, to like hide their identity in this Squid Games, or the VIPs as they're called. But yeah, they wear a mask to hide their identity. But yeah, it's insane, because actually the people that are controlling the Matrix, well, I won't even say people because they're not even people, the forces that are controlling our Matrix in our reality, so you have the puppet masters, you have the puppets, which are the elite. The puppets are the elite, the people that we can see, the celebrities that, you know, everyone talks about them being like, oh, it's Illuminati and things like that. And then you have, below that, you have, you know, the people that are unawakened, so they're just, and they're being controlled, they're just forming to all of this fear, and they're just going with it, and like, yes, okay, I believe what's happening, so I'm gonna go against, I'm gonna go with what they're saying because it's true. Then you have the people below, and they're starting to be like, screw this, I'm not even staying here, I'm gonna go make my own little life away from the government because I don't believe it, it's total crap. And then they all get ostracized, I can't even say that word, and, you know, ridiculed for not having them certain things that will make you better and not make you well anymore. And then it causes a divide. But really, like, it's insane. Like, so even people that are not awakened anymore are even starting to see that this control is getting really ridiculous. So that's amazing. But it shouldn't matter whether you're awakened or not, or want this thing that will not make you poorly anymore or not. We should all be coming together with love and light and really supporting each other's decision and not giving in to the fear and control. So it's ridiculous. But yeah, so the people on top of the celebrities in our reality are the ones that are actually controlling the Matrix. The reptilians, if I might get told off for that on YouTube, but it's okay. Yeah, so the reptilians, they actually are not allowed to show their face. That's one of the laws that they abide by. One of the rules that they was allowed to stay on this planet if they was to not show their face. And in this game, they're wearing a mask, and they're hiding their identity. And, you know, in real life, they're actually using these celebrities as puppets, and everyone's like, oh, it's the celebrities that we should all watch out for, and it's like the government and all of this, they're the puppets too. Like, we think they're the bad guys. Actually, the bad guys are above them, but like, we just, it's like they use them as puppets, and even some of them might even think that honestly they're the biggest and baddest, but really they're not. They're just as controlled and brainwashed as the people that are unawakened to all of this. And also, I do want to say as well, some people that are awakened also don't realise this too. So it's not just like, you know, I don't want to just bash people that are not awakened, because actually there's a lot of spiritual people that are feeding into the fear of all of this too, because they're saying that if they have this thing that stops you from getting ill, then it's bad and it's going to make you ill and it's going to do all of these bad things and control you. Guys, like, how come on, like, we are all spiritual beings. We can all alkalize anything in our body. We should all be love and light for everyone. Like, you know, make room for more love and light and stop letting them control you, because if you're in fear of something, they're controlling you with that fear. So just realize. Okay, so yeah, and then also the next point I want to talk about is the number one contestant, the old guy. He was actually the one behind it. He was the one that helped create this game, this Squid Game, and he just wanted to participate because it wasn't really any fun for him anymore. He knew he was gonna die anyway. He knew that, you know, he wasn't very well, so he just wanted more of a thrill, because watching people kill each other wasn't enough of a thrill for him anymore. He needed more, so he wanted to be in the games too. And that's just crazy, because it just shows you as well, also the same thing that I said before, the reptilians, the people that are above the elites that we see, I don't know why I did that then, they actually can shapeshift into people with consent that and use their bodies, because the law, they're not allowed to be seen, but they can be seen in other people's bodies. That's kind of like the loophole they found. So they actually manipulate and control the celebrities if they give up their free will to get all of the things they want, but then it's no good and it's too late. They can't take that back, but then the reptilians are then controlling them, and that's what we then see. We don't see the actual reptilians, but then this guy actually was like, you know, hiding in plain sight the whole time. He was actually one of the people that designed the game, and yet he's amongst them and actually, you know, playing the game with them, and they all think that he's one of them. He's not. It just shows, you know, like, you don't even know who you can trust. You have to go with the vibration, guys. Go with the vibration of people, so you can always trust a feeling, a gut feeling and a vibration. You can't always trust what someone says. Okay. I was trying to buy my time before I get to this bit, because it's like, we're talking about the Matrix, so it's going to be a bit crazy. So yeah, the Matrix, in our reality, they say that all of these elites and the celebrities that are in the this Matrix thing, not just like, there's so many amazing celebrities that are not anything to do with it, so I don't want to just like ridicule them either, but there are a select few that are, I'm calling them the elites. So yeah, they go on this island, so they can't be seen and what they're doing, and they perform rituals that do harm people. It does involve blood, it does involve a load of crazy things. And you know, what was that game all about? They go on an island, they do all of these crazy things, and they do it on an island so they can't be caught. And it's insane. Like, you know, they know that they won't be caught because it's on an island, and it's the same as in the game, it's the same in the Matrix. It's just the same thing. It's just the same. And it's so frustrating that, like, I'm trying to tell people about this. I'm like, guys, do you not see it? And everyone's like, oh yeah, makes sense, yeah. But like, they're not even like shocked. And I'm like, hello, please get with me on this one. I know I sound a little bit crazy, but it's just, it's right there. So I'm sure someone resonates with this. So make sure you write in the comments if you have any more, you know, theories and things like that. Write them all in the comments, because I want to hear your guys' theories too, because honestly, I never look into loads of conspiracy theories and things like that. I just, like, if they pop up in my life, I will like look into them, but like, apart from that, I wasn't one of them spiritual people that really wanted to go and look into all of them, because I just I'm not really that interested in too many of them. But this one is just like in my face, and I'm like, why is no one talking about it? Okay, and the last one is yeah, it's really sad. You know, when the winner is like, he's chased all of this money for such a long time, and there's so many crazy things that has happened for him to get this money, and then in the end of it, he doesn't even really want to spend it. He's already lost his family, he's already, you know, created all of this trauma, and it just doesn't feel right anymore. And it makes me realize about, like, you know, us in this little rat race of life, when you don't realize that you're manifesting your whole life and you can control your life. It's just like, it feels like everyone's kind of hustling, and everyone's really trying to get rich and like be successful, and like, just all they're doing is just living to work. And then when they look back when they're older, and they're like, oh my god, what is even the point in all of this money? Because honestly, I've got hardly anything left. You know, like, my my family have left because all I did is work, or you know, my children have all grown up and I've hardly even seen their childhood because, you know, all I did is work, or maybe you even did mad things to get that money, and it's like all of that, the money was not worth it. The journey is always worth it to the money. And if you go on a spiritual journey and you really go on the most pure journey possible, and you know, you go within yourself and you remove all these money blocks and you just kind of going through life, the money will just naturally come. You don't have to, you know, really fight to get all of that. And it just made me sad. I just wanted to put that in there at the end, because I just wanted people to really like leave with that and reflect with that and just realize that, do you know what, money is not everything. And I love money, don't get me wrong, like I really do. I really enjoy that it can bring people like so much, like travel and food and just like things like that, and I understand it, but it isn't everything. Like your children and your family and your friends are way more important than just that money. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I've been really excited. I've really wanted to make this like all week, but it's took me a while. And yeah, I just wanted to really allow my thoughts to sink in before I made it, because I just, sometimes when I have all these thoughts, I keep popping up. So I've just been, you know, collecting these notes and just, yeah. I'm super excited about it though, and please make sure you comment below if you have any more things that I didn't pick up on and things like that, and I'm really excited to read all your guys' comments. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel. It is growing and I'm so grateful for all of you guys that you've already subscribed. I'm really, really grateful for every one of you. My link is also below for my Instagram. I have gotten rid of my Facebook, so it's only Instagram now. Also, if you want to work closer with me, I have my course below and also my shop below and all of that jazz. There's so much below, but apart from that, I will leave you there. Make sure you comment below because I'm really excited to read everyone's theories, and that is it from me. I hope you enjoyed it, and goodbye. You finally get to stop listening to my voice.